Hey y'all, welcome to the Yin Yoga Heart Opening Sequence portion of the Aquarius Energy Session. I'm Raven, and this will be a 40-minute flow with the intention of hugging and opening the heart space. So grab your mat and blocks and find yourself at the traditional easy seat. You can begin also with a kneeling pose, allowing the hips to fall gently onto the back of the heels. As you can see, just be mindful of your natural breath at this time. You can slowly walk your palms back towards the hips, allowing them to rest gently on your lap. We'll begin the sequence by just truly dropping in with the heart, opening up the shoulders, rolling them up, down, and back, up, down, and forward, whichever way you see fit. As we prepare to do some sun arms, we're going to begin by gently breathing into the heart, keeping connection there first and foremost. And when you're ready, we're going to inhale the arms up, around, and over the head, over the crown. Keep the palms separate, facing each other, allowing yourself to feel the energy in between your palms. And exhale, releasing them back down. We're going to do this cycle about 2 more times. So at your own pace, inhale, arms up above head, palms facing one another, gathering that sun energy. And exhaling, releasing the arms back down. Inhale up one last time, breathing deeply into the heart. And exhale, filling your field up with your heart space energy. Continue to rotate the shoulders up and back. Invite some extended arm, shoulder rolls here. Truly opening up that upper region around that heart space. Next, we're going to gently release all tension from the neck by doing some deep neck rolls. So you can begin by lifting the chin up towards the sky, allowing the crown to touch the back of your shoulder bone. And exhale slowly, breathing deeply, allowing your chin to sink into your chest. Inhaling up, chin to sky. And exhaling completely, chin to chest. We're going to do this one more time. Inhale deeply as you allow your chin to touch the sky. And exhale, releasing the chin to the chest, connecting the mind to the heart. At your own pace, rotate the right ear to your right shoulder, allowing the crown to rotate across your shoulder bones, releasing the left ear to the left shoulder, and exhaling the chin back to the chest, the mind into the heart. Inhale, slowly lifting the chin to the sky, and exhale, fully releasing the chin back to the chest. This time we're going to rotate the left ear to the left shoulder, across the shoulder bones, releasing the right ear to the right shoulder, and exhaling the chin back into the chest. Inhaling and exhaling completely as we close out this sequence. Come onto all fours here, allowing the ankles to get a rest, rotating them around, pointing and flexing the feet, point and flex the wrists. Sit gently back onto the toes, giving a little reflexology, making sure the feet and the hands are fully awake for our flow today. Closing that sequence out by coming back to a kneeling position when you are ready. As we slowly make our way into a kneeling child's pose, begin by slowly walking the palms, slowly up the front of the thighs, down into the mat in front of you, extending the arms out long. Find your edge here and releasing the forehead to the mat. Inhaling deeply and exhaling completely. Inhale and exhale. Begin to slowly walk the palms to the right side of the mat, opening the left side body up. Breathing deeply. into the heart space. And exhale, walking the hands back to center. Inhaling, walking the palms over to the left side of the mat, opening the right side body. And exhale, bringing the palms back to center. Slowly push your way onto all fours now. Come to tabletop. Point and flex the feet. Point and flex the wrists. Continue to keep the ankles and the wrists fluid as possible. Tucking the toes, coming onto a neutral spine. We're going to inhale up, lifting the chin to the sky for cow. And exhale, rolling the spine, tucking the tailbone for cat. Releasing the flesh of the feet to the mat. Releasing the hips onto the heels for a child pose. And this is going to be our sequence. Inhaling up into cow. Exhaling for cat. And releasing fully into child's pose. One more time. Inhaling up, chin to the sky, tailbone up. Exhaling, tucking the chin, tucking the tailbone, and releasing fully the hips to the heels for child's pose. We meet back at a neutral spine. Feel free to sway side to side. Roll the hips, thrust the hips front and back. Rotate the shoulders, point and flex the hands. As we meet back at a neutral spine for tabletop. From tabletop, we're going to slowly move into our heart hugging pose, threading the needle. We're going to inhale, releasing the right palm to the ceiling, and exhale, threading that arm through the left hand and the left knee, releasing the right ear and the right shoulder to the mat. Here we are threading the needle, hugging the heart, connecting deeply to this space. Find your edge here. We will be here for 2 minutes. Inhaling fully and exhaling completely. Be mindful of if your edge has shifted here. Honor your heart space. Be open to receiving at this time. Be open to loving yourself more intimately at this time. Staying connected to the breath, honoring your practice, listening to your heart, and connecting with the body. What does your edge feel like? What does it feel like to hug and receive your own love at this time of just supreme transition and integration? What does that feel like for you? Bring awareness into the body, wiggling the hand, allowing that top left hand to be in contact with the earth beneath you as you push up into tabletop, swaying the hips side to side, rolling the shoulders, doing a little cat-cow if you feel. We're going to inhale that left palm up and exhale, releasing it through in between the right hand and the right knee, threading the needle. Connecting to the heart space as we give with intention, as we give with clarity, as we give with wisdom. Be mindful of finding your edge here. Unlike me, keep the knees hip distance apart. The flesh of the feet are in deep connection with the earth beneath you. The left ear is resting gently onto the earth beneath you. Keep your vessel aligned as you find your edge, as you adjust, as you honor, as you embody presence in this moment. We will be here for 2 minutes. Inhaling deeply and exhaling completely, observing your heart space. Has your edge changed in this moment? Are you honoring the shift by adjusting? Bring awareness into the palms. Begin to wiggle the fingers. And inhaling up as you allow your left palm to come into contact with the mat beneath you, coming up to all fours, breathing deeply, extending that right arm and that left leg up and out, pointing and flexing. Inhaling up, extending that left arm and right leg out, pointing and flexing. Exhale, releasing the knees wide, bringing the big toes together. Allow the hips to fall back onto the heels and the forehead onto the mat in front of you for child's pose. We're going to release some tension from the shoulders, so this won't be an activated child's pose. Allow your palms to come back and around and grip the back of your heels here. As you just rest into this heartfelt pose, child's pose is very much so like that child inside the womb energy. Feel the shape that you're taking at this time is very much so like the heart. Understanding the intention of this moment is to be the essence of your heart and allow it to be boundless at this time. Inhaling and exhaling fully. Allow this child's pose to truly hug you, to truly meet you where you are. Inhale up, lifting the head gently, pushing up onto the palms, coming into all fours, rotating those wrists and ankles yet again, keeping those as fluid as possible. And from here, we're going to extend the knees out wider than our mat, keeping the spine neutral at tabletop. Slowly begin to walk the palms forward and pause to find your edge. Don't go too far here as we're transitioning into a melting heart. Find your edge and slowly begin to release your forehead onto the mat. The hips are up high, the flesh of the feet fully in contact with the mat beneath you. And when you are ready, Gently release the elbows to the mat, melting the heart into the universe around you at this time. Inhaling deeply and exhaling completely, finding a rhythm with the breath as you connect with the heart. Find comfort in your edge. Adjust your edge as you see fit, and melt into this posture with ease, knowing that the earth here is fully supporting you. Staying connected to the breath, allowing your heart to continue to soar freely in this moment. We'll be in this posture for about 1 more minute longer. This is our peak pose, so we spend the majority of our time in this position, really allowing the energies to integrate, to connect, and to communicate with us directly into our hearts, free from all other outside distractions and limitations. Continue to inhale deeply and exhale completely. What does it feel like to surrender to your truth? Bring your presence back into this moment by releasing this pose carefully. Inhaling, lifting the head up, slowly walking your palms back into all fours. Allow your knees to walk back a few steps as you allow your hips to melt into the mat beneath you, coming on flat onto your belly for a frontline starfish, extending the legs and the arms out wide, because you are the star. Then you can release the left ear onto the mat. We'll be here for about 30 seconds. And inhale, exhale, rotating the head over the right ear to the right side of the mat. The right ear releases onto the mat. And just continue to melt into this frontline starfish pose. Bring awareness back into this moment as you gently lift your head up, activating your body, pushing your palms into the mat as you come up to tabletop position. Feel free to introduce a cat-cow sequence, rolling the shoulders, rolling the hips side to side, front and back, as we remain fluid in this moment. From here, we're going to make our way into a plank position. So we're going to tuck the toes, engage the core. We're going to inhale up, pushing strongly to plank. On your next exhale, inhale that right leg up and out, opening it up, stretching that right hip, pointing and flex the foot, and exhale, releasing that right knee into the right wrist, coming gently down onto that left knee, keeping the top of the left thigh fully engaged with the mat beneath you, extending that left leg out long behind for pigeon pose. From here, we're going to find our edge, releasing down onto the forearms as an option, or releasing fully onto the hands. It is completely up to you, but your edge is very important in this pose. And if you like, you can simply keep the entire heart open, facing in front and activated as the palms rest gently onto the mat in front of you. Be very mindful of your alignment in this pose. Be very honest about your edge. If at any given moment you feel as if you have gone too far, please adjust yourself in this pose. We will be in this pigeon pose for 2 minutes. Stay connected to the breath. Stay connected to your intention. Remind yourself of your intention at this time. Inhale deeply and exhale completely as we slowly and carefully make our way out of this pose. We're going to tuck that left toe, engaging it with the earth beneath us, pushing up on that left knee, sliding that right leg up and back, straight into that three-legged dog, pointing and flexing the foot, and coming back into that high plank pose. Releasing the knees down, allowing the hips to gently lie onto the heels for a quick child's pose as we transition into the left side of our pigeon pose. Coming back into plank, keeping the abs activated, inhaling that left leg up in the air behind us. Keep the hips centered, pointing and flexing. And on exhale, releasing that left knee to that left wrist, allowing the shin to come across the front of the mat if possible. Releasing down onto that right knee, keeping that thigh fully activated and engaged with the mat beneath us as the right leg is extending out long behind us. Find your edge. Again, releasing onto the forearms, allowing the forehead to rest on the hands, coming fully onto the chest, or staying perched on your piece as you allow the palms to stay fully activated against the earth beneath you. Your purpose, your pace, your path, your connection to your body at this time. Inhale deeply and exhale completely. Be present with the body as you tuck the right toe, gently coming out of this pose, inhaling up onto that right knee, swinging that left leg back and through into a three-legged dog, opening that left hip up and releasing into a downward dog for a second as we paddle the knees in and out, keeping the hips fluid. Take your time coming into an easy seat, kicking those heels out, rotating your way down onto the hips for a windshield wiper sequence. Feel free to extend the legs out straight, pointing and flexing the feet, keeping those ankles fluid, and again, allowing those knees to sway side to side for a deep windshield wiper hip massaging pose. And from here, we're going to transition into our supported fish pose. So we're going to grab our blocks, and we're going to place the first block on the flattest setting to support our shoulders. And we're going to allow the second block to be on the second setting to support our head as we gently extend and make our way down onto our forearms, releasing onto the blocks and adjusting as seeing fit. For this heart opening supported fish pose, allow the arms to gently rest alongside the torso, really embracing the side body as we allow ourselves to be open, allow our hearts to be open, connecting to this moment in supported fish pose. This pose is less about an edge in the physical and more so about observing our willingness to surrender to the support of the universe. What does that feel like? Making that decision from the heart center. Let's explore. Inhaling deeply and exhaling completely. Have you began to witness the power of your presence in your heart? We're going to gently make our way out of this pose by activating the abs and pushing up onto the forearms, coming onto our sits bones and moving the blocks off of the mat as we make our way down fully onto our backs, melting into the mat for a backline starfish. So we're going to extend the legs out wide and the arms out wide. And just release as we transition further and deeper into our heart space. Begin to wiggle the toes and the fingers as we inhale, the knees to the chest, wrapping our arms around our shins and just massaging our backs by rocking back and forth, side to side, giving your heart, giving your entire body a really big hug. At your own pace, we're going to release from this pose, allowing our bodies to stay connected to the earth beneath us, coming back into alignment, bringing those ankles together and the arms down onto the mat. As we prepare for our Banasana pose, gently walk the ankles to the right side of the mat, allowing the left ankle to cross the right. And we're going to inhale the arms up above head, walking the left wrist over to the right wrist as we create an arch, opening that left side body, allowing the left hand to clasp the right wrist. Some call this a rainbow. Some call it a smile. I like to refer to it as Banasana, as we open to receiving in this moment. Find your edge here. Make sure that both shoulders are lying gently on the ground beneath you, keeping your body fully connected. Honor your edge. Inhaling deeply and exhaling completely. Let's take a good inhale and exhale as we uncross those ankles, walking our ankles back to center of the mat, walking our shoulders back to center, and inhaling the knees to the chest, wrapping the arms around the shins as we rock side to side, giving the spine a good massage. And when you are ready, exhale the legs back to center and gently begin to walk them over to the left side of the mat, crossing the right ankle over the left, inhaling the arms up and over above the head as you walk the right shoulder towards the left side of the mat, allowing the right hand to grasp that left wrist, opening your heart up to give, to serve. Honor your edge here, being mindful of keeping both of your shoulders in contact with the earth beneath you. As you inhale fully and exhale completely, as our practice is slowly coming to conclusion. Surrender to this posture, knowing that everything that you give is of value, is of integrity, and pure intent. Let's take a deep inhale in and exhale, releasing the ankles, walking the body into alignment on the mat. Inhaling the knees to the chest again, wrapping your arms around your shins, massaging your spine. Feel free to grab the sides of the feet, massaging the feet. Clearly, I love doing any type of foot reflexology. And as you release this pose, prepare for Savasana. If you would like to grab a blanket, grab a bolster, grab your blocks, any type of support that you like as we close our practice. And just revel in today's flow, honoring a deeper connection with our open heart. Let's take a good inhale and exhale as we begin to wiggle the toes and the fingers, connecting back to the body, bring ourselves back to the room as we gently roll onto our right sides. Allow that top palm to come in contact with the earth beneath you as you push up. Coming into an easy seat. And let's inhale. Arms up and around the head. And exhale, bringing the palms down to heart center. The light in me honors and recognizes the light in you. Namaste.